Next one, it is data structure. Means what is the definition of data structure, and what is the two? There are mainly how many data structures are there in pandas? Anyone?
3.
Yes, 3 data structures are there. Okay. In data structure, we are using in pandas, we are using 3 data structure: series data structure, data frame data structure, and panel data structure. Okay, 3 data structures are there, but we are using only 2. Okay, which are they? Amal, Amal, which are the
Yes,
data
ma'am.
structure? Which are the data structures in our syllabus? We are discussing about which are the data structures?
And
Series and
data frame.
data frame. Series and data frame data structures are used in our syllabus. Panel is not included in our syllabus. Okay. So that is series and data frame data structure. Then what is series data structure? It's a one-dimensional array. Then it can store which type of value? Meghna, which type of value we can store in series? It's not clear. Elvina, all of you, homogeneous. Homogeneous. All of you switch on the video. Irfan, Ashish, Donna, Anjo, Anthony, Grishma. All of you switch on the video. Okay. So in series data structure, Irfan, Ashish, Anthony, Anjo, Grishma, switch on the video. Okay. So that is series data structure. In series data structure, we are using 1D array, one-dimensional array. Okay, one-dimensional array with homogeneous value. Homogeneous value means same value. Then the difference between that is series and data frame. 3 or 4 points related with differences of series and data frame data structure. In data frame data structure, it's a 2D array. Okay, we can store heterogeneous values in the data frame data structure. What is the meaning of heterogeneous, Raina? Heterogeneous. Which one, Raina?
When heterogeneous is one type of data.
No. Homogeneous means same value. We can store same value. Okay. If I'm storing integer value, we can store only integer value. In the case of float value, we can store only float value. At the time of that programs, you remember that we can store, if we can store integer value, we can store only integer value. In the case of another program, then only we can store float value. We cannot insert values with a mix. That is integer and float together we cannot used in series data structure. Okay. So in series data structure, we can store only homogeneous value. Who is this, Shifana? Okay. So Shifana. So in series data structure, we can store only homogeneous value. All of you switch on the video. Then in the case of data frame data structure, we can store integer value, float value, string value, all the values together in a data frame data structure. That means we can store heterogeneous value. Heterogeneous value means different type of value we can store in data frame data structure. But in the case of series data structure, we can store only same data type value. In one series, we can store integer only. In another series, we can store float value. In another series, we can store object value. Okay. Then in the case of data frame data structure, in a single data frame data structure, we can store integer, float, object all together. Okay, that is data frame data structure. They can use heterogeneous values. The meaning of heterogeneous, that is different values. Then data frame data structure is a 2D array. That is a 2D array. Data frame data structure is a 2D array. I include only the introduction part of data frame only. Okay. That attributes of data frame is not included in PT2 exam. Okay. Attributes of data frame, not series. Attributes of data frame is not included. Okay. Just the introduction of data frame. Okay. So, so that is the definition of data structure. Then three types of data structure is the series, data frame, and panel. And what is series data structure? Which is the dimension of series data structure, and what is data frame data structure, the difference between series data structure and data frame data structure. Okay. Then next topic is based on series creation. Okay. Which module is used for creating series, or how we which library is needed for creating a series? Ashish, which library is needed for creating a series?
Panda.
Yes, Pandas library. Okay. For creating a series, we are using Pandas library. So what is the first statement of creating a series, Grishma? Okay, Anthony?
Import pandas.
Import pandas as PD. Okay, so pandas is a library that is used in Python for creating a series. Another library that is used in series is which one? Any other libraries are used in series? In any other situation, Evelyn?
Array.
Array is not a library. When we are using array, which library is used, Evelyn? Which library or which module is used?
NumPy.
Yes, NumPy. Okay. So if you are using array, we are using another library. It is NumPy. So NumPy is another library. Some other libraries are there for using SQRT function. We are using math library. For finding power, we are using math library. That is mathematical function based operations are included under the library math, M-A-T-H, math. Okay. It is not in Panda section, but math is another library. Math is another library that is included in Python. Okay, so for creating a series, we are using the first library, it is Pandas. It is compulsory. Pandas library is compulsory for creating a series. Then, for creating a series with array, we can use NumPy also. Okay, if you are using array in creation, we are using NumPy also. Okay, but the basic thing, we need Pandas library. Okay, so that is Python Pandas to creation of series. The case of creating a series, the first statement is import Pandas as PD. Pandas is the library name. We can use another library, that is NumPy, when we are using array. And one more example for library, it is math. Then the next is creation of empty series. How we can create empty series? Then which function is used for empty series? Series function. Series is used for creating a series. If you are writing series empty bracket, we can create empty series. Okay. So after data structure topic, series, then creation of series. Take the textbook. All of you take the textbook. The first topic, it is Pandas introduction. That is, it is mainly include the introduction. What is the expansion of Pandas and the introduction. And after that, The heading it is data structures in pandas. The next topic it is data structures in pandas. After that series, you just tick the topics. Okay. I already mentioned it. The next it is creation of series. Creation of series. In the case of creation of series, first it is empty series creation. Okay. Creating empty series using series method. Creating empty series using series method. The next is creating a series using series with arguments. Next heading. All of you switch on the video. Anjo, Grishma, Irfan, Sharat, Hadi, Basil, Pavitra, Anthony, Sana, switch on the video. So next topic it is creating a series using series with arguments. In that section, we'll start with creating a series using list. How we can represent a list. Using square bracket, we are representing a list. Then how we can represent a series using list. Then in the case of series, what is index and what is data value? What is index? Anthony, what is index? How we represent index? Where we represent index and where we represent data value?
In DEF.
In
DEF.
the, what, Anthony?
Ma'am.
In series, we are using two
Attributes.
attributes. No. That is, in series, we are using two columns. Okay. First column, that is left side of the series, is representing index value. And the next column, it is represented using which value? Data value. Okay. In series, we are using two types of value, index value and data value. The left side value, it is index value, and the next value, next column, it is data value. Okay. Then Irfan, Sana, Pavitra, switch on the video. Hadi, Meenakshi, all of you switch on the video. So, how we can create a series using list? That is the next topic. After that, creating a series using two different lists. Okay, creating a series using two different lists. Then creating a series with range and for loop. Creating a series with range and for loop. So many questions we discussed based on this, all these creations. Okay, you do all the practice all that questions. How is the output? How is the query? How is the statement? Just like that. Okay. Some questions, the question is a program. You want to select the correct output. In some questions, I will give the output. You write the statement based on that output. Okay. So these are some definitions, fill in the blanks questions are also there. Okay. So the next question it is creating a series with range and for loop. The next topic it is creating a series with range and for loop. Okay. What is range? What is range? What is range 5? Hanna, what is range 5? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is starting from 0 to 5 minus 1. Range of 5 means 5 minus 1. We are using different options for range. That is, if it is range of 5, the answer is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that is range of 5. Then, in the case of range of 5, comma, range of 1, comma, 10, comma, 2. Lydia, here what is the answer?
Start from 1,
Start from 1.
step value 2,
Step value 2. That means the next value is 1 plus 2. Okay. Here this is,
then
okay. Then
stop value
it is
9.
10. It is 10. So it will display 10 minus 1. 10 is not included in the case of range function. Okay. So here 1 is the start value. Okay. So 1 is the start value. So first value it is 1. Then second value, the step value or incremented value it is 2. So 1 plus 2, it is 3 is the next value. Then 3 plus 2, it is 5. That is the next value. Then 5 plus 2, it is 7. Then 7 plus 2, it is 9. 9 plus 2, it is 11. So our stop value is 10. So we'll stop here. Okay. That is range function. This is the start value. And this is the stop value. Here it is step value. If I'm giving 1, Basil, if the step value is 1, what is the answer, Basil? Basil is not there. Hadi? Hadi? Pavitra? Pavitra, am I audible, Pavitra? Then Sana? Sana? Irfan?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the answer, Irfan? Here I am using step value 1.
1, 2, 3,
Hmm.
4,
Till last value?
9.
Correct, Irfan. So here starting from 1, incremented value, step value it is 1. So 1 is added with 1. So next value it is 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Just like that, 9. Last value is 9 because our stop value is 10. So stop value is not included in our result. Okay. So it is 9. Is it clear? Any doubt regarding this range function? Okay, then we are using for loop. X for X in ABC. For X in A, B, C, D, E means the first value of X is A, second value of X is B, third value of X is C, then fourth value it is D, after that it is E. That is the meaning of for X in A, B, C, D. First value of X it is A, second value it is B, third value C, then D, E. That is for loop. That is creating a series with range and for loop. After that, creating a series using missing values, NaN. For using NaN, which library is used, Amal? Amal, unmute. Unmute, Amal.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, which
NumPy.
library? NumPy. Correct, Amal. So, for using NaN, what is the expansion of NaN, Anjo? 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 Grishma, what is the expansion of NaN?
Not a number.
It is not a number. Okay. So for using this NaN, it is for representing absent values or missing values. If you are using NaN, you want to import NumPy library. Okay. Then that is the next topic. The next it is accessing data from a series with position. How we can access one data from a series using position. That is, we want to access the data using S of 2. That is, write the series name, then within square bracket, write the index name. If it is integer value, write the corresponding index name. Which value you want to access, write the index of that value. Okay. That is accessing data from a series with position. Okay. Then next it is iloc and loc indexing function. What is the difference between iloc and loc? How we can use this iloc function and loc function? That is the next topic. Then next it is creating a series from scalar or constant value. What is scalar or constant value? I am giving only one value and so many indexes are there. That is scalar value. Scalar value or constant value means a single value. Data value is only one data value, but I'm giving so many index values. Then what will happen? The same value is repeated in the column of data value. Okay. That is, if I'm giving like this, S is equal to PD dot series 65 comma index is equal to 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Then here what is the result? Anyone here what is the result? I'm using a scalar value here, only one value but 4 index values. Anyone? Meenakshi? Yes, that is 65 is the only data value. So 65 is repeated how many times? 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the index value, that is the left side of the series, and here this is the data value. So here I am using 4 index values, but only one data value is there. So this scalar value is repeated 4 times. Okay, that is scalar or constant values. Then next it is creating a series with index of string type. Just tick the topic, creating a series with index of string type. That is, instead of this 65, I'm giving a string. Okay. Instead of 65 or instead of index value, I am giving a string. So that a single string repeated based on the data value. Okay. Or based on the index value. If I'm giving, here I'm using ABC, then index which is equal to 0, 1, 2. Instead of 65, I'm using a string. Then what will happen? Instead of the 65, ABC will come here. ABC, ABC. Okay. So here we can use constant scalar value, and the same way we can use string value. That is creating a series with index of string data type. The next topic it is creating a series from dictionary. Creating a series from dictionary. What is dictionary? Sharat, how we can, what is dictionary? Any idea, Sharat? Hadi, what is dictionary, Hadi? Pavitra, Sana, Anthony, anyone? No response. Okay. Vidur, how we can represent dictionary?
Curly brackets.
Using curly bracket, we can represent a dictionary, and within this, I will represent a key value pair. That is, one key is there, and I will write one value, comma, one key, then another value, then key, another value. This is dictionary. Using flower bracket, we can represent dictionary. From this is the key. And this is the value. Okay. And in series, this key is used as index. Okay. In series we need two things. That is, first one it is index value and second one it is data value. Okay. So when we are using a dictionary for creating a series, we use this key as index in that series. Okay. So here the value it is 1, 2, 3. This is the index value, and A, B, C. This is the data value. You want to write the data type also. Okay. Here the data type it is object because we are using string value here. Is it clear, Sharath?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here dictionary using curly bracket, we are using dictionary, we are using curly bracket, and in this dictionary we are using key value pairs. So the first pair include one key value and one data value. Second pair, one key value, one data value, one key value, data value, just like that. Okay. And this key is used as index value, and the value, it is the values in the dictionary, that is A, B, C. Okay. The next is naming a series. Which attribute is used for naming a series, Elvina? Which attribute? For naming series? Anjo? For naming series, which attribute is used, Anjo? Meghna? It's not clear, Meghna. Evelyn?
Name.
Name property or name attribute is used for naming a series. We can name the index. That is, we can give the name of index like day. Then name of data value as month. Where it will appear, Amal? The name of data value. Is it in the top of this data value? Grishma?
No, ma'am. After
What, Grishma?
the value.
After value, that is, after all the values, the name appear here. Okay. For data value, the property used for name, it is name. Then we can give name for day, a name for index, and we can give name for data value also. Then the name of index is appear here, top of that index column. But the name of data value appear just before the D type. Okay, that is naming. The next is creating a series using mathematical expression. Creating a series using mathematical expression means we can give mathematical expressions like this. That is, data is equal to S into 4. This is mathematical expression. Okay, or we can give data is equal to S plus 4. Or we can give, that is, data is equal to S minus 4. Any mathematical expression we can give when we are creating a series. Okay, that is the next topic. It just mark creating a series using mathematical expression or function. The next it is creating a series using NumPy NT array. NumPy NT array. Hanna, which library is needed for creating a series? Which are the libraries needed for creating a series using NT array? Little more louder, Hannah.
Number.
NumPy and pandas also. Okay. Okay. Okay, Hannah. So if you are using ND array in Python creation, we want to use two libraries, that is Python pandas, import pandas as PD, at the same way import NumPy as ND. These two libraries are needed. Okay. Then so these are the series creation topics related with the PT2 exam. The next it is series object attribute. Series object attribute. In series object attribute, so many attributes are there for finding index, for finding value, ndim, nbyte size, item size, has, nans, empty. So many attributes. What are the functions related with or what is the result related with this attributes? You want to study what is the result of ndim, what is the result of index, what is the result of size, just like that. Okay. The next it is retrieving values from a series using head and tail function. Retrieving values from a series using head and tail function. What is the use of head function, Ashish? Head function. Ashish? Anjo? Sneha? Okay, Anjo? Donna? What is the use of head and tail function?
For head, they'll display the first 5,
Yes.
and for tail, they'll display the last 5.
Yes, that is head function. If you are write like this, the built-in values inside this head, it is 5. If you just write head empty bracket, means it will display the first 5 rows. If I am giving a value like this, 2, that means it will display first 2 rows. Then tail is just opposite, that is tail empty bracket means it will display last 5 rows. Okay, tail will display last 5 rows. So I am giving a value like this, tail of 2. What is the meaning, Vidur? What is tail of 2?
Last two values will be displayed.
Last 2 rows will display. Okay, so head function is used to display if the value, if we are using empty bracket, the meaning is it will display the first 5 rows. Okay, so I am giving a value like this, 2 head of 2. Head of 2 means it will display the first 2 rows. Okay. Elvina, what is the meaning of tail empty bracket?
It will first match the last 5 rows of the series function.
Yes. Tail is used to display last 5 values from the series. And if I am giving a value like this, 3, what is the meaning, Amal? Tail of 3.
The last 3 numbers.
It's not number, last 3 rows. Okay. Index value and data value. So tail of 3 means it will display last 3 rows from the series. Okay. That is head and tail function. Then next topic it is mathematical operations on series. So many mathematical operations we discussed in the last session, that is mathematical operations on series. It include plus, minus, star, slash. These are the mathematical operations related with series. The next topic it is vector series. What is vector operation? Meenakshi, give one example for vector operation.
Greater than.
That is, if I'm writing x greater than 2, this is vector operation. Or another example, it is x plus 2. That is vector operation. Then the next topic, it is retrieving values using conditions. Retrieving values using condition. How we can retrieve values using condition? Meghna? It's not clear, Meghna. Okay. Donna?
Use some conditions to
How we will write the statement? First, what you want to write?
less than any other number. So
Okay. First, you want to write the series name. Okay, Donna? Lydia? Then, after series name, which bracket is used?
Square bracket.
Correct. Square bracket. Within the square bracket, write the condition. Okay. So, for accessing based on condition, first write the series name. Within square bracket, write the condition. Okay. That is retrieving values using condition. The last one it is deleting elements from a series. Okay. Next topic it is deleting elements from a series. Hannah, which function is used for deleting elements from a series? Drop function. Drop function is used for deleting element from a series. Okay. Drop is the function used to delete one element from a series. Okay. Then our last topic it is data frame introduction. Data frame introduction. That is, what is data frame and what are the features related with data frame. So these are the main topics included in our PT2 exam. So I'll give some revision questions based on this. So write the question. Write the output of the following. First question it is write the output of the following. Import pandas as PD. Series 1 is equal to PD dot series 10, 20, 30. Print series 1. Import pandas as PD. Series 1 is equal to PD dot series within round bracket within square bracket 10, 20, 30. Print series 1. You have 4 options based on this question. 4 outputs are there. You want to select the correct option from that. Okay. Right now, what is the result of that question? First question.
Ma'am, the data values will be 10, 20, and 30.
Okay. Then what is the index values?
0, 1, and 2.
Correct. Then one more output is the, what is that? What is that, Reina? Reina?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the last output? One more line is there in that output. After writing index value and data value, one more line.
D type
Yes, D type. What is the type here?
in 64.
Yes, in 64. Okay. So the answer of import pandas as PD series 1 is equal to PD dot series is the index value we are not giving here. There is no index value. So it will take the default index value. Here 3 values are used. So the index values are 0, 1, 2. Then the data values are 10, 20, 30. And the last line of output it is D type is equal to, here we are using integer value. So the D type it is int 64. Okay. Write the second question. How many values will be there in array 1 if given code is not returning any error? How many values will be there in array 1 if given code is not returning any error? Anyone answer? How many values will be there in array 1? The index values are Jan, Feb, March, and April. Vidur, any idea?
Constant values will be, scalar values will be shown.
Yes, constant value. How many values are there? That is the question.
4.
4. That is the correct answer, Vidu. That is, here I am using a variable name, but the number of elements is only based on the index value. How many index values are here? Here we are using 4 index value. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jan, Feb, March, April. So we are using 4 index value. So in that series, minimum the number of elements included is 4. We don't know the content of array 1, but there is no need of knowing the content of array 1. The question is how many values will be there in array 1? The number of values is based on the index value. Okay, number of values based on the index value. So here we are using 4 index values. Here we are using 4 index value. So the number of elements in array 1, it is 4. Okay. Is it clear, Amal? If the question is like this, array 1 is equal to index within square bracket Jan, Feb. Amal, what is the number of elements in that question? Only Jan and Feb is there. How many elements are there, Amal?
Ma'am, 2.
Yes, correct, Amal. If we are using 2 index values, the number of elements used in array 1, it is 2. Okay, so the number of elements in a series is purely based on the number of indexes. Okay, then write the next question. It's time. 1 second. Okay, we'll take the attendance. Write the second question. How many elements will be there in the series named S1? Okay. And Joe is present. And Joe? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Basil is present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pavitra? Pavitra?
Ma'am.
Okay. Hadi? Vidya, Meenakshi, Navin absent. Anthony present. Vidur? Amal Raj, Ashish, Elvina, Sana. Okay. So we'll continue in the next class. Okay. Bye.